December is over. You're in January 2018. Are you going to repeat the same cycle? Or are you going to actually create a different future? If you never do another thing right now, nothing to change, and you do the same thing that you've been doing, I want you to think about this. What is your default future? Because that's exactly what you're creating, a default future. Something that's going to happen based on what you constantly do. And you heard me say this. The secret of the future is actually hidden in your daily routine. If you continue what you're doing, whether you're doing something, not doing something, concerning any area of your life, spiritually, mentally, physically, financially, relationships, socializing, whatever it is that you do or don't do, but you continue to do what you're doing, what is your default future? And are you pleased with what you just saw, your default future? Are you satisfied with your default future? Is it the will of God, the default future that you chose?
Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith.
Stop right there. Examine yourself what?
Whether ye be in the faith.
It's so easy to talk faith when you're in a place of faith.
Right.
But when you're home by yourself, it is a different story.
Prove your own selves.
Prove what?
Prove your own selves.
Don't prove nothing to me. Prove what?
Your own selves.
Prove your own self for your own self. You have a whole lot of stuff that's blocking the stuff God wants to get to you. You got stuff that you wanted, but how about get the stuff that God wants? The stuff that God wants is better. The stuff that God has for you, you can walk around in the wilderness for 40 days. And
That's right.
Prosperity is when you can actually take less and live extravagantly more. Some of you are not going no further until you get rid of some stuff, because you got a lot of stuff in here.
Yes, yes.
You got a lot of stuff in here. Some of your greatest problem is in here. Until you become true to yourself, until you examine yourself, you will not go further in life. This is my subject right now. Y'all don't read that scripture again, but this is my subject. Break down your breakdowns.
Yes.
Actually, I don't want to pluralize that. Break down your breakdown. Y'all need to know where in your life is your breakdown. Because if anything has failed in your life, it's because of a breakdown. Anything that you failed in your life is because of a breakdown. And yet, you will repeat that breakdown if you don't break down your breakdown. If you don't, the word break down, analyze. Break down your failure.
Yes.
Instead of covering it up. Here's a girl going with a guy. The guy ain't no good. He just no good. Whatever. Alcoholic, cheater, etc. And then what happens? She quit him. She goes with another guy the same way. She quit him. It's the same spiral. She goes and moves to Hawaii. Same thing. Moves to Germany. Same thing. Because she failed to examine herself and find out or identify why am I attracting this? What is my breakdown? Where's your breakdown? Because if you don't correct your breakdown, it's going to break down again. A reprobate is simply someone who's functioning outside of really what you're supposed to be functioning. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're actually functioning in a whole nother mindset. A lawbreaker. Meaning you know you shouldn't do this, but you do it anyway. You break the law and then hope God to deliver you. I can't tell you how many people I have talked to and counseled over the years and told them what the will of God is. And yet they continue to go the opposite way. The world does not really consist of, Minister Samuel, of haves and have-nots. It's will and will nots. Those who will and those who don't care what you say will not. The only reason why those that have is because they will.
Yes.
And the reason why those who have not, because they will not. You only manifest every day what you love. And if you realize you want to stop loving what you've been manifesting, you got to identify your breakdown.
Yes.
Because if you can't declare breakdown, then you're not going to declare breakthrough. Come on, God created you to worry.
No, he didn't.
Then what are you doing? God created you for fear.
No.
Then what are you doing? Examine yourself. The only way you can be built up, you got to see your breakdown. I can't let nobody know I jacked up. I can't let nobody know I filed bankruptcy. And you hold on to that stuff instead of first identifying the waste, the toxins, the poison, and eliminate it, and take the lesson that you need from it. Keep the good, get rid of the bad. Failure, yes, Lord, is the opportunity to begin again, but this time more intelligent.